It's Sec 2.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Tevi.
I'm Venica.
I'm Julie.
I'm Nita.
And here we are again to discuss about pollution. First, let's briefly go through the contents that we'll be discussing about today. So first, we're going to talk about the overall definition of pollution, and then we're going to talk about the types of pollution, so what there are. That includes air pollution, water pollution, and soil pollution. And then we're going to move on to talk about the effects of each type of pollution. And then we're going to talk about its source, so where it comes from and what creates and what forms it. And then moving on towards the end of the presentation, we're going to talk about the ways to save the earth and prevent these type of pollutions from happening. And then we're going to end it off with a conclusion.
Before learning about the types of pollutions and its effects on the environment, we first must ask ourselves, what is pollution? Pollution refers to the introduction of harmful contaminants into the environment that affects the ecosystem and its inhabitants. These harmful contaminants are called pollutants, which can either be natural, such as volcanic ash, or created by humans, such as trash. These pollutants lead to a high possibility of the water quality, the air quality, and the land quality to be damaged.
Now that we know the overall definition of pollution, we should talk about the three most common pollutions that are air pollution, water pollution, and soil pollution. First on the list, we have air pollution. Air pollution is the contamination of air due to the toxic substances and emission in the atmosphere that puts the health of living organisms at risk. Air pollution does significant damages to health due to the presence of harmful contamination in the air due to toxic substances and emissions from factories, vehicles, wildfires, etc. in the atmosphere that puts the health of all living organisms at risk.
Next on the list, water pollution. Water pollution is when toxic or harmful substances contaminate water bodies, degrading water quality often caused by littering. Water pollution is a pressing environmental issue that affects ecosystem, human health, and economy worldwide, and occurs when toxic substances such as waste, oil, or harmful chemicals contaminate bodies of water, degrading water quality and killing the living organism inside the water.
Moving on to the last type of pollution that we're going to be discussing today is soil pollution. Now, soil pollution is the contamination of oil with harmful substances, which can include chemicals, waste, and other pollutants. Soil pollution is one of the many problems we have as it is caused by the contamination with soil with harmful substances such as lead, pesticides, herbicides, and everything like that, that renders the plant growth, degradation of soil quality, and ecosystem health.
The effects of air pollution. The effects of air pollution lead to a wide range of diseases. It weakens the immune system, which may lead to death. It releases harmful gases such as nitrogen oxide and sulfur oxide, which when mixed leads to acid rain and danger hazards towards living organisms. The effects of air pollution also reduces the photosynthesis, growth in plants, and contributes to climate changing and the effects on the ecosystem. The effects of water pollution. Water pollution damages the plants and animals present in natural resources by reducing the oxygen contained in water, disrupts the ecosystem and nutrient pollutions, causing fatal illnesses and creates harmful living conditions such as diarrhea, cholera, and hepatitis, etc. Wipes out an entire part of the food chain by moving toxins from one level in the chain to higher levels.
Finally, the effects of soil pollution decreases the soil fertility, making it unsuitable for growing multiple types of plants, triggers the extinction of some species living in the soil, enters the body through food chains causing illnesses and damages to our health, contaminates soil leading to the release of toxic compounds into the atmosphere, increases the risk of diseases, and reduces the availability and quality of the food. The sources of air pollution. Vehicles emissions, the release of exhaust gases from cars, trucks, or other vehicles. Industrial discharges, the toxic emissions from factories and power plants, the burning of fossil fuels, the use of coal, oil, and natural gas for energy and heat.
Agricultural activities, so the excessive use of pesticides, fertilizers, and emission from livestock. Deforestation, so the reduction of trees that absorb carbon dioxide and the harmful contaminants that is released during deforestation. Residential heating, so the use of non-renewable energy sources for heating homes such as natural gas. And construction activities, so the dust, smoke, emissions from building activities.
Agricultural chemicals, the excessive usage of pesticides, herbicides, fertilizers, and ammonia, etc. Industrial waste, the disposal of toxic industrial byproducts like mercury or arsenic on land.
Soil pollution also causes deforestation, landfills, and oil spills.
Sources of water pollution. Sewage and wastewater comes from our sinks, showers, and toilets. Stormwater runoff occur when rainfall carries road salts, oil, grease, and chemicals. Radioactive waste emits radiation into the environment. It's generated by mining nuclear power plants. Fuel spillage releases toxic chemicals into the water, which is harmful towards aquatic life.
After learning about the effects of pollution on our environment, we now move on to our final point, ways to save the earth from being destroyed. First, we must shift to using renewable energy opposed to non-renewable energy. Spread awareness about the importance of preventing pollution, help plant trees to reduce carbon dioxide in the air, use public transports or vehicles that don't pollute the air, conserve energy, reduce, reuse, and recycle to save the earth from pollution, and help pick up trash from public areas such as beaches.
Now, let's end this off with a conclusion. This presentation lets us remember that the fight against pollution is not just an environmental issue, it's a matter of survival. The air we breathe, the water we drink, and the soil that grows our food are all under threat from the pollutants we release into the environment. And if not stopped, it is only a matter of time until we reach the maximum point of society destruction. Yet, we have the power to reverse this trend. By adopting sustainable practices and advocating for stronger environmental policies, we can protect our planet and ensure a healthier future for generations to come. Together, let us commit to a cleaner, greener world and repair the damages done with the ounce of vitality and hope that we still possess. Thank you.